The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Kevin Chen of Earth stood before the assembled representatives of 47 star nations. The crystalline walls of the space station reflected the bioluminescent glow of the Zathrene delegates, while the methane-breathing Korvax watched from their sealed observation pods. This was humanity's third year in the Council, and Chen knew the other species still viewed Earth as little more than a curiosity, a backwater planet that had stumbled into faster-than-light travel. High Magistrate Thel Quinn, a towering Xanthari with 4 manipulator arms and scales that shimmered like oil on water, raised one limb dismissively. The human petition is denied. The Krell Armada approaches the Deneb sector, and Earth's 12 vessels would be of no consequence in the defense fleet. Laughter rippled through the chamber, or what passed for laughter among species that communicated through chemical signals, electromagnetic pulses, and gravitational waves. The translator implants converted it all into a chorus of derision that made Chen's jaw tighten. 12 ships, wheezed Ambassador Feltok of the Korvax Collective through his environmental suit's speakers. We lose more than that in training exercises. Chen remained motionless, his face a diplomatic mask. He had been warned this would happen. Earth's visible fleet was indeed small. 12 massive dreadnoughts that incorporated reverse-engineered alien technology with human innovation. The Council had seen the technical specifications. They had calculated the tonnage, the firepower, the crew complements. By galactic standards, it was pathetically inadequate. We understand the Council's position, Chen said carefully. However, I must formally request that Earth be allowed to contribute to the defense of Deneb Station. We have resources that may prove valuable. Thelquinn's eyes narrowed. Resources? You mean your planet's metals? Your industrial capacity? We have mining worlds and automated factories that dwarf anything your Earth can produce. This discussion is concluded. Chen bowed slightly, a gesture that meant submission in several alien cultures but was simply respect in human tradition. Then I will relay the Council's decision to Fleet Command. They will be disappointed. As he turned to leave, he activated the quantum encrypted communicator embedded in his wrist. A single code phrase spoken in Mandarin: release the shadows. 3 days later, the Krell Armada emerged from hyperspace at the edge of the Deneb sector. 2,000 warships, each the size of a small moon, their weapons capable of cracking planets. They had conquered 17 civilizations in the past century. The Council's defense fleet, 300 vessels from various member nations, took up formation around Deneb Station, preparing for what military analysts had calculated would be a brutal, losing battle. On the Council flagship, Thelquinn watched the tactical displays with mounting dread. The Krell were advancing in perfect formation, their shields already adapting to the known weapons of Council ships. "Where are the humans?" asked Feltok, who had joined the command deck. "Did they not even send their 12 ships?" "Scanning shows no human vessels in the sector," reported the sensor operator, a crystalline being whose entire body served as a biological computer. Thelquinn felt something unfamiliar. Shame. Earth had offered to help, and the Council had mocked them. Now, in their hour of need, humanity was nowhere to be found. Then the sensors screamed. The space between the Council fleet and the Krell Armada began to shimmer. Reality itself seemed to fold and tear as massive shapes materialized, not from hyperspace, but from somewhere else entirely. Ships appeared by the dozens, then hundreds, then thousands. They were unlike anything in the galactic database. Sleek, predatory forms bristling with weapons, their hulls absorbing light itself, making them appear as wounds in the fabric of space. "What? What is this?" Thelquinn whispered. The human communication channel opened. Chen's voice, calm and measured, filled the command deck. "High Magistrate, this is the Earth Defense Fleet. All 8,000 vessels are now in position. We are ready to engage the Krell." 8,000? But we said we had 12 ships in our visible fleet, Chen corrected gently. The Council never asked about our invisible one. Did you truly believe that a species that survived ice ages, world wars, and near extinction would reveal its full military capacity to aliens we had known for only 3 years? The truth crashed over Thelquinn like a tidal wave. Humanity had lied. No, not lied. They had simply not corrected the Council's assumptions. Those 12 massive dreadnoughts weren't Earth's main fleet. They were diplomatic vessels. designed to be impressive enough to gain council membership while hiding the true scope of human military doctrine. For 2 centuries before first contact, we prepared for this moment, Chen continued. We knew that somewhere in the darkness between stars there would be predators. We built our fleet in the shadows, in asteroid fields, on the dark sides of moons, in the Oort cloud at the edge of our system. We built ships using stealth technology that makes them invisible to every scanning method in the galactic database. We studied war, Magistrate. We are very, very good at it. The Krell Armada had stopped advancing. Their sensors, too, had finally detected the massive human fleet that now surrounded them. We offer the Krell one chance to withdraw, Chen said, his voice now broadcast on all frequencies. We did not come to the stars to wage war, but we came prepared for it nonetheless. The Krell response was predictable. They opened fire. Their massive weapons blazed and 3 council ships were destroyed in the opening salvo. Then the human fleet responded. What followed wasn't a battle, it was a demonstration. The human ships moved with impossible coordination, their stealth systems flickering on and off, making them impossible to target effectively. Their weapons cut through Krell's shields as if they weren't there. Humanity had clearly studied the Krell's tactics, their technology, their weaknesses. In 27 minutes, the Krell Armada was in full retreat, leaving behind 300 destroyed vessels and their reputation as an unstoppable force. The council chamber was silent when Chen returned. Every ambassador stood as he entered, a gesture of respect that had never been offered to humanity before. Thelquin approached him slowly. You deceived us. No, Magistrate, Chen replied. We simply understood that in a universe full of unknowns, showing all your cards is how species die. We wanted peace, but we prepared for war. Isn't that what any wise civilization would do? The Xanthari's scales rippled with what his species expressed as acknowledgement of a profound truth. The council, we owe you an apology. And our gratitude, Chen smiled faintly. Keep your apology, Magistrate. But the gratitude? We'll accept that. After all, we're all in this together now. Just remember, when humans offer to help, perhaps take them at their word. We've been underestimated before. We're quite used to proving people wrong. As he left the chamber, Chen allowed himself a small smile. Humanity had learned long ago that in a dangerous universe, the best weapon was not the biggest gun. It was being underestimated by those who would do you harm. The true fleet had been revealed, and the galaxy would never mock Earth again.